entertainment features, we have on the red carpet segment today. It's a Wednesday on Kababayan Today, and we have an interview with Paula Abdul as she talks about guest judging on So You Think You Can Dance. That is, of course, brought to us by Pacific Rim Video. They are one of our valued partners here on the show as well. And speaking of valued partners, another one is Balita, and they give us all the latest news from here, from around the U.S., from around our community, even news coming from the Philippines. And they join us every Mondays and Wednesdays here on the show.
Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Ronnie Laigo. Ronnie Laigo is the editor-in-chief of Weekend Balita and News Asian Post, joining us via Skype from their Glendale newsroom. Ronnie, anong mga balita ngayon? Mukhang mainit na naman ang debate sa RH Bill sa Pilipinas.
Exactly, no? Janelle, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat sa nanonood ng Kababayan Today. Yeah, exactly, sa Philippines, ano? They are now debating the reproductive health law. Alam mo naman, ano, sinuspindihan nung March, nakaraang March, kasi nga, especially the church is opposing this new law, and now the Supreme Court is hearing their arguments kung talagang may merit, kasi sinasabi ng church at lahat ng mga anti-RH bill, anti-RH law, sinasabi nila this is unconstitutional, and it it violates their religious freedom.
All right, and in the middle of this argument are people, a lot of the youth in the Philippines, and I see this on Twitter, are in support of the RH bill. And in fact, there are some progressive groups talking about hypocrisy of the Catholic Church, Ronnie, because they're saying that this RH bill, on the one side, the proponents are thinking about development, thinking about women's rights, and on the other side, of course, our Catholic Church, obviously, talking about the basic tenets of our Catholic teaching.
Exactly, kasi nga ang tawag nila rito is abortion law, no? O, talagang definite ang kanilang ang opposition nila dito sa law na ito, kasi nga it will give free condoms. First, free condoms to those who cannot afford contraceptives, and then it will teach a sex education in the schools, and then it will also provide trainings for family health program instructors at saka yung mga health workers.
Okay.
So ito ang ino-oppose nila. Of course, as far as Senator Pia Cayetano is concerned, one of the authors of the bill, of the law, sabi nga niya, this will help promote, at saka yun na nga yung development na binabanggit mo, at saka of course yung safety ng mga babae, especially those who need, if they really have to undergo to remove the fetuses, kailangan nila for safety and health of the women.
So the church continues to continues on to this final battle for against the RH bill. Ronnie, what's going to happen? When are we expecting the decision? Of course, speaking of the church, dito naman sa America, we all know that the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court on same-sex marriage actually dealt a blow to the teachings of the church.
Exactly, no. Pero as far as the Philippines is concerned, we will know maybe after a few months, or we don't know really. But this is now a law that needs to be implemented, supposedly. But like I said, the government had to suspend it because of this opposition. So we will have to find out from the Supreme Court if this is unconstitutional or not, even just like what the U.S. Supreme Court did here in some of the issues. They did not make any standing as far as the laws are concerned that apply here in the United States.
All right, let's talk about another fight, meanwhile, Ronnie, in the Philippines, and that is the fight against corruption, which is the banner program of current President Benigno Noynoy Aquino Jr. Ronnie, what's going on?
Yeah, in 2010, ang survey nila, only 10% believe, 10% of our kababayans, Filipinos, believe that, this anti-corruption drive of the president is really pushing through and it's making a headway. Ngayon, 38% na po believe that, we are doing good as far as the government is concerned. So, mas nababawasan na ang corruption daw at doon po sa ating bansa, which is, of course, a plus for the Aquino administration kasi nga, ever since na tumakbo siya for president, yun ang kanyang talagang main drive dito at kanyang project para sa bayang Pilipinas.
And your thoughts on this, Ronnie, being a journalist who started in the Philippines, I think during the Marcos era, and you've seen different administrations in terms of corruption as well, Ronnie, and I know even now that you are based here in the States writing and being editor-in-chief for Balita, you still keep in touch with what's going on in the Philippines. Your thoughts, your
Exactly.
assessment.
No, not only that, I covered one of the most, I guess, corrupt agencies in the Philippines. I used to cover the airport, so andyan ang immigration, andyan ang customs, andyan ang maraming smuggling, human smuggling, pati mga airline crew no, na-involved sa mga nung mga katiwalian sa ating bayan, no. Hopefully with this new program, kung talaga kasi ang kailangan lang talaga natin is a good leader, kasi sinasabi natin dati, you can only stop corruption if you eliminate everyone in the government. But then there is a leader that promises to do this, and then hopefully everyone down the line will follow the president of the
And
Philippines.
I think as well, if we start holding people accountable, then it will start a precedent na alam ng mga tao na uusigin sila kapag may ginawa silang mali. And that will hopefully deter them from engaging in corrupt activities. For now, Ronnie, thank you so much for sharing those stories with us.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
That was Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Weekend Balita, also of US Asian Post. They are available online as well, and they update those very regularly, www.balita.com. When we return on the show, we have Immigration Update talking about same-sex marriage and DACA and the latest visa bulletin. Don't go away.